Hey guys, what's up? So Samsung has had its fair share of problems this year, whether it was the Galaxy S20 Ultra, the low sales of the S20 series, the Exynos 990's poor performance, or the $1,000 plastic, that is the Note 20. So they would like to turn things around next year with the S21 series, the leaks game for which has already begun. A few days ago, we got a leak on the battery capacity of the S21 Plus. The phone may see a jump in its battery capacity from 4500 mAh to 4800 mAh, which is a good improvement given the size of the phone may only increase marginally with the S20 Plus having a 6.7-inch display. Now we have the battery capacity of the smallest phone in the series, the Galaxy S21. A couple of batteries have been certified by the Chinese Telecom Authority 3C that points to the S21 having a battery capacity of 4000 mAh. The battery is rated at 3880 mAh, so the typical capacity should be around 4000 mAh, and that means the base Galaxy S21 model will likely offer no changes in terms of battery capacity over this year's Galaxy S20. We still don't have any information on the capacity of the S21 Ultra, but we can expect some improvements there as well, though not by much as the S20 Ultra already had a pretty massive 5000 mAh battery. Though the S21 has a similar battery capacity, that doesn't mean that the battery life will be identical to the S20. There might be improvements in areas such as the underlying display technology that may be upgraded to LTPO like the Note 20 Ultra, which will help save some battery by varying the refresh rate of the display when the phone doesn't need to support the maximum 120Hz. Also, all the major SoCs will be manufactured on the 5nm manufacturing process, including the Snapdragon 875 and the Exynos 1000, both of which will be used in upcoming Galaxy flagship smartphones. Talking about SoCs, the Exynos 1000 would still lose out to the Snapdragon 875 according to IC Universe, as the company won't be implementing AMD GPU in its silicon till at least 2022. The difference will be less compared to the Snapdragon 865 versus Exynos 990, and that's largely because Samsung will utilize stock ARM cores instead of custom Mongoose cores. IC News also said that having support for the S Pen doesn't mean that the device will have the S Pen built in, referring to the rumors of the S21 Ultra having support for the S Pen. But the question remains, if the S21 Ultra indeed supports the S Pen, then what would be the need for the Note series? The Z Fold 3 is also supposedly getting the S Pen support, so I think it would be best to retire the Note series and replace it with the Fold series. Moving on, Samsung is said to be working on a new foldable device dubbed the Galaxy Z Fold S that we talked about a while back. Now the Fold S is rumored to be a device that can fold both inwards and outward, and initially I could not find a reason for a device that folds both ways. However, it is now rumored that the device is a Microsoft Surface Duo-like foldable launching next year. The outside of the Fold S is covered in glass, though it's unclear if it will have a secondary cover display like the Fold and Fold 2. We can assume it to be a better version of the Surface Duo, but that's everything we know about the device as of now. That's it for this video. Smash the like button if you liked it and consider subscribing to the channel for more tech videos. I will see you all in the next one. Till then, bye bye and stay safe.